Welcome to Law Days and Lattes, the podcast where we blend the world of law and business with a warm cup of information and common sense. I'm your host, Sidney, attorney, real estate investor, and business owner. Each week, we'll be your go-to source for legal insights, business advice, and so much more. Whether you're a seasoned professional, an ambitious entrepreneur, or simply someone seeking guidance, we'll have you covered. From navigating the legal landscape to empowering you with valuable business strategies, we'll explore the legal side of life and enjoy a virtual latte along the way. So, grab your favorite latte, get comfortable, and let's dive in to Law Days and Lattes. Welcome back to Law Days and Lattes, where we talk about life, law, business, and building something meaningful, one conversation at a time. I'm your host, Sidney Whelan, founder of the Whelan Law Firm, now serving North Central Missouri businesses and families in 3 convenient locations: Moberly, Carrollton, and Paris. I recently had the honor of being named Entrepreneur of the Year at our local chamber banquet. It was a wonderful night full of celebration with friends and colleagues. I'm incredibly grateful to the Moberly Chamber of Commerce and this community. Building businesses isn't something any of us do alone. It takes clients who trust us, a team who believes in the mission, and a community that supports us every step of the way. I've always believed that entrepreneurship is about more than just business. It's about creating opportunities, solving problems, and making a meaningful impact in the lives of others. And I'm proud to be able to do that work. And for me, building businesses in our small communities is deeply personal. The people we work with are not just clients, they're neighbors, friends, and families that we care about. Whether it's helping someone protect everything they've worked for through estate planning, guiding them through a difficult legal situation, or creating a place at Northwoods Ranch where people can gather and make memories. My work matters to me, and if you're listening to this podcast, your work matters immensely to you too. With all that said, I want to be honest with you. Awards are wonderful, but they don't tell the whole story. They don't show the late nights, the hard decisions, the risks that could have gone either way, or the moments where you wonder if you're building something incredible or setting yourself up for a hard lesson. So today, I want to talk more about what entrepreneurship means to me, especially as a lawyer, a business owner, and someone who is very intentionally building a life, a business, and a legacy. So what does it really mean to be an entrepreneur? Entrepreneurship isn't just owning a business. It's choosing responsibility over comfort. It's waking up every day knowing the decisions stop with you. It's creating something where nothing existed before. And sometimes it's like building the plane while you're flying it. I think people see the results. You know, the offices, the growth, the projects, the land, the opportunities. But often they don't see the uncertainty that comes with it. And here's the truth. If you're waiting to feel completely ready, you'll never start. So build it, but protect it. This is where my lawyer brain will always come in. As you build, you have to protect, because I've seen what happens when people don't. No estate plan, where families are left in chaos. No operating agreements on their LLCs. The businesses can be torn apart. No asset protection. Puts everything at risk. If you're working this hard to build something, why would you leave it exposed? Being financially fearless doesn't mean reckless. It means intentional, strategic, protected. You don't just build wealth, you structure it. You can't do this alone. There is no version of this story where I did any of this alone. A strong team doesn't just support your business, they multiply it. They carry the mission forward. They take ownership. They care about the people we serve. And if you're trying to control everything yourself, you're not building a business. You're building a bottleneck. And I've been guilty of that myself. Community is not optional, especially in smaller communities like ours. This matters. Your business doesn't exist in a vacuum. It grows because people trust you. It grows because people refer to you. It grows because you show up. Being involved in your community isn't just good marketing. It's the right thing to do. And it creates a ripple effect that always comes back in ways you can't predict. Creating opportunities for others. It's one of the most meaningful parts of entrepreneurship. It's not just what you build for yourself, it's what you create for other people. Jobs, growth, confidence, a place for someone to step into their own potential. That's when it becomes bigger than just business. Let's talk about risk, because this is where a lot of people get stuck. Entrepreneurs take risks. That's true, but the best ones take calculated risks. Not reckless leaps, but informed decisions. You gather information, you trust your instincts, and then you move. And sometimes you'll get it wrong. That's part of it. But you adjust along the way. There is no perfect blueprint. The plans will change. You will pivot. You will outgrow things. You will realize that what you thought you wanted isn't actually it after all. That's not failure. That's refinement. Legacy thinking. The bigger why. This is the part that matters most to me. I'm not just building for today. I'm building for my family, the people who depend on these businesses, and the community we serve. And beyond that, I'm building something that lasts. Legacy isn't just what you leave behind financially. It's what you create while you're here. You know, the impact, the opportunities, the example for others. The real meaning of the award that I received, that award, it meant a lot to me, but not because of the title. It represents the journey, the risk, the growth, the people, and the impact. And if there's one thing I would leave you with, it's this. You don't have to have it all figured out to start building something meaningful. But if you're going to build it, be intentional about it, protect it, grow it, and use it to make a difference. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who's building something of their own. And if you're in that stage of building, but you haven't protected what you're creating yet, this is your reminder to do it. Because what you're building deserves to last. Please remember to follow us so you don't miss a single episode. Have a great week, my friends.
This podcast episode contains general information for discussion purposes only. Each case is different and must be judged on its own merits. Missouri rules generally prohibit lawyers from advertising that they specialize in particular areas of the law. This show should not be construed to suggest such specialization. Nothing on this show should be taken as legal advice for any individual case or situation. This information is not intended to create an attorney-client relationship, and the listening or viewing of this podcast does not constitute an attorney-client relationship. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.